Let's take a look at the injury report for the Vikings versus the Colts. What's up, Vikings Nation, and welcome to the Minnesota Vikings Syndicate. I'm your host, Trey Wicks. Before we get started, make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. You can help me reach my goal of 700 subs by Christmas. We're only 8 away, so make sure to subscribe. All right, hey, we have the Colts this Saturday. We got to dive into who is in and who is potentially out for not only the Vikings, but the Colts as well, because we have to make sure we know what our opponents are dealing with as well. So let's dive into it. Craig Peters covered the injury situation for both these teams via the Vikings Wire, or basically on the Vikings website or whatever. You guys can find it as well. But here it is right now with Craig Peters saying the Vikings 10-3 on Tuesday began on-field preparations by opting for a walkthrough session in the team's indoor practice facility ahead of hosting the Indianapolis Colts, who are 4-8-1 at noon Central Time Saturday. Because of the walkthrough nature, Minnesota's participation levels are basically estimations, okay? Because it was a walkthrough, you don't necessarily need to do anything, especially if you're a vet on the team and you know the playbook and yada yada, or if you're sick, stuff like that. So let's take a look at who is on the injury report for the Minnesota Vikings, and guess what? Yes, there is 7 of them. Starting with Blake Brandel, tackle. He's dealing with a knee injury. He's actually been added to the IR, where the Vikings added a cornerback. I apologize. His name is escaping me right now, but Blake Brandel will not play. He did not practice on Tuesday. He's not going to practice the rest of the week. He's going to kind of rehab and get back to 100% healthy. Cam Dantzler, cornerback. He's dealing with a little bit of an illness. He did not practice on Tuesday. We'll get to the Wednesday portion of all of these here in just a second. So he didn't practice. He'll be fine. Okay, Jordan Hicks, linebacker, ankle injury. He also did not practice Tuesday. I guess we'll find out what happened on Wednesday in just a few moments. Harrison Phillips had dealing with a back injury. Also didn't practice on Tuesday. Garrett Bradbury, James Lynch, and Harrison Smith, all limited participants on Tuesday's walkthrough practice for the Minnesota Vikings. However, that was on Tuesday. Fast forward to Wednesday. This is what we're looking at. Andrew Kramer tweeted that the Vikings practicing today in shells on Wednesday, or not today, yesterday in shells. No pads on 6-day turnaround. Interesting. Okay, so they're kind of just getting back into the groove of things, fixing the little things. Okay, Harrison Phillips back appears to be participating in portion open to reporters. Okay, sick. Jordan Hicks, also dealing with an ankle injury, is here, but we'll see how much he does afterwards when the report basically was out, and I think he's ready to go. I think he was just kind of, just taking it easy, basically. And no Cam Dantzler yet again, dealing with an illness that swept through the Vikings locker room last week. Hopefully he's back and ready to rock and roll for this Sunday, or this Saturday, against the Colts, because we do need him. Even though he might not be the greatest thing, he is our top three corner, for sure the number 2 corner on our roster. So there you have it. The Vikings kind of banged up, but we should be all right. We got our dogs back, and that's all that matters. As for the Indianapolis Colts, not much to talk about other than these 3. Brandon Facione, I believe, illness. He did not practice. It doesn't seem like he's going to play Saturday at all. And same with Kenny Moore, who's dealing with an ankle injury. He didn't practice at all this week, and he is expected not to play Saturday for the Indianapolis Colts. And Braden Smith, tight end, dealing with a little bit of an illness. He did not practice on Tuesday. Wednesday, I believe he was a limited participation, and it's kind of up in question whether he will play or if he'll stay on the injury report and kind of sit this one out. I'm not 100% sure, but there you have it. The Vikings, 7 people on their injury report. Sounds like we're going to get at least some of them back. So one of them, Blake Brandel, he is now on IR. We signed a cornerback in return. So look, you can expect good things, hopefully. You can expect good things this weekend. Let's get this dub, okay? We need to win this one. 10-3. Let's move to 11-3 and keep on moving, okay? People say we're frauds. I disagree. We just got to have better play on defense. All right, so there you have it, the Vikings and Colts injury report for Week 15. Make sure to drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. We're only 8 away from 700. So have a great rest of your day, folks, and SKOL Vikes.